Kaizer Chiefs is a big team. It's a big team. They should be every season being the Champions League or Confederation Cup, one of the tournaments in the continent.
I want to see more from the Chiefs fans. They don't sing enough. Must make a lot of noise. They must go to Orlando and see what happens there in Orlando.
Nobody has said she's fired. Nobody has said anything. So she is still pretty much part of the team, and it goes to show how much she cares about this team and how important that win was.
Jumbo Africa. Okay, we're back.
We are back.
Yeah, we've got 3 teams. Nigeria has got how many, so?
No,
only one.
We are coming.
No, we have 2.
Which one?
We have, what's his name? We have Rivers United.
Yeah.
And 2 somewhere else.
Well, we're back on African Football Connect, and as you can hear, our guy has started. He started already. He's counting teams that he doesn't know.
His mathematics is not making up.
No, you have to put one there.
Yes. Well, we've seen the CAF Interclub football, and we're coming live from the Calabash. This is where the mighty Amakosi will be playing the CAF Confederation Cup group stages for the first time. Yeah. They are in the group stages of this competition. They've been in the CAF Interclub group stages, but it was the CAF Champions League. But we'll also talk about, Sundowns. They're perennial regulars of this competition.
Knockout stages.
Knockout. Yo. Be humble, please.
But we used to have that. With Aima, we used to have that. Back to back.
Can you please tell Zizo to be humble?
No. Well, it is that,
so he's saying he's not celebrating group stages, but he's a knockout specialist.
Yeah. He said it's number 2 for him.
Always there.
Yeah. Obviously, from the winelands, the vineyards,
Stellenbosch,
Stellies are there, and also we see those are only 3 reps. Unfortunately, it was not to be for Orlando Pirates. We will talk more about that, but we'll also touch on what is happening in Nigeria because we only have Rivers. Remo Stars didn't stand a chance. I'm sorry. No. But also the draw is happening here in South Africa on Monday next week. Yeah. By lunchtime, we'll start to know how things are going. African Football Connect will be there. But also, we'll talk about Rulani as well. I watched their game against Colombo as well. And when we talk about Chiefs being in the group stages, they could face big teams there, including Wydad, who have Ziyech, and Ziyech will be teammates now with Lorch. And we'll also touch on the African women's, in fact, the women's AFCON, that is the WAFCON, the Women's African Cup of Nations. We saw yesterday the matches being completed. We've got the full team there, and we've got a special guest who's joining us to discuss that as well. Talk about the World Cup playoff dates. Some people are not confirmed.
No, but we
are busy with preparation for AFCON. We don't have time for those things.
The biggest teams, they like the hard way. they want to go to that route. Yes. They want to make there is spice there.
And I see that our neighbors, they are carrying a big stick. They are firing. First it was Zimbabwe, and now Zambia. Today, Avram Grant is gone. He's no longer part of Chipolopolo. He's no longer the head coach of Chipolopolo. But I think let's start with the CAF Interclub competitions. Zizo, I think a huge disappointment seeing Orlando Pirates not making it to the group stages, especially considering that they were semi-finalists last season. But I guess not entirely surprising, judging by the scoreline in the first leg.
Yeah, I think we spoke about it here last week. Some matches maybe the coach has to take responsibility for them. I felt the way they set up in the away match was not right. I can see a lot of people for the second leg saying, no, but we scored 3 goals. It was not enough. The way also he set up in the second round, I felt maybe they needed a little bit of bite up front. If you are facing that task of having to score as many goals as you can, you need a striker, at least one.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, looking at the way these guys were 5 at the back, you have got three sort of attack-minded midfielders. You don't have the bite that much, and then also that red card killed them because it removed one of the 3 attacking players. Now you have got 2 against 5.
And a key one, looking at how
I mean, the guy was on form
currently.
You know, he scored again now in the Kali knockout when they went to the semi-final. So I know they tried, they pushed, and big teams do that. You know, when the odds are against you, you have to push. Unfortunately, it was just not enough. I also felt maybe they should have scored earlier because they ran out of time. If that match went to extra time, they could have scored 1 or 2 more goals. You know, so it's a pity. The bigger picture here also, if you come to think of it, number one, this dealt them a serious blow to qualify for the FIFA Club World Cup in 2029. And also, I feel sorry for the younger players, Siema, Mbogazi, all these other guys. They are missing out on a full season of Champions League football. That's a real pity. And it will hurt Pirates, but I'm sure they'll come back next season and really give it a shot. It reminded me of that mess they caused with the Botswana team joining Galaxy when Coach
looks like
first
a
arrived.
new coach when he arrives.
Something like this happens.
Struggles with understanding that.
For me, I just feel like, you know, I see Stellies say the first game was, you know, that was a give up in terms of conceding 3 goals away. You know, we spoke about it last week. You know, I think for me the defensive pairing. I always say that defense always win you. You know, they win you titles. You know,
or from in the first leg.
And you can see in the second leg. You know, Siema, because if it's not broken, why you want to fix it? Because in the league, this is the pairing that was giving you clean sheet, and you can see when they came home and you bring back that pairing, and it was very good. My thing is, you know, when they came home, they have to attack, and you have quick centre backs that can recover. They can go forward and they can recover, which is a plus to them. As I say earlier, you know, they didn't score earlier, but they did score the 3 goals. Penalty is a game of luck, but credit must be given to them for the fight.
But I want to go back to Zizo's point, Oga. He talks about how Pirates set up, going with a false 9 in a game where you really need goals. And yes, they got that goal, but they really struggled to get some openings in the first half. And people forget this. They are saying, no, but the strategy works. But they're forgetting that at halftime, he introduced a striker. So, meaning that things could have been different. If that striker...
If a striker start, because if you have a striker... Mokopa is, I mean, you can see the finish, you know. And
Mokopa and Bata were on the stands.
He was not even there.
I mean, if he was in that game, Nabasa, someone just to make the 2 centre-back busy. Because if you have a target man, you can't have 1-on-1 because as they're playing 5 at the back. You have 2 people against because they have to mark the striker. They know their pedigree. And in the league, you know, and the Carling Cup, they've been doing that. So they analyze a lot. They feel like maybe they have a shadow striker, something can happen. They just scored that 3 goals. But imagine if you score the first goal in first 2 minutes or 3 minutes. What is going to do for them? You know, the stadium, the vibe, and everything. And probably that last goal could have been the winning goal. You know, so there could have been a difference, but at the same time we need to give credit to them for them to come, you know, for them to score 3 goals, you know, and for them to have that fighting. Penalties, a lot of things. I mean, penalties is a game of, you know, lottery, you know, but for them to come back. But the bigger picture is for them to go through to the group stage.
The coach explained it. Were you satisfied with the explanation of how we set up?
No, we're sitting with the coach here. Sometimes coaches have a weird way of looking at the game, but you have to give them the space because we are not at training. We're not preparing these players. We don't know who's doing what during the week in preparations. Even though we may not, personally, I don't entirely I'm not satisfied with the explanation, but I respect it because these are his players. This is his neck on the block. And he owned up to this thing. It's really, really a shame. But they'll have to reorganize now. The thing for them now is that they'll have to win the league now. If they don't win the league,
winning the league now,
that will be a problem.
There's a big fight in that winning the league.
It's going to be a big fight.
A lot of teams have a say in that, you know. But they have the quality. I mean, they have for a long time now. You can see Pirate teams have the depth. You know.
Are you doubting them winning the league?
Not doubting them. They have to put a big fight. You know, they can win the league. you know, they have games in hand which they need to win. You remember, if you have the points in hand, you have more advantage because you need to win now to get there. I'm not doubting them winning the league, but they have to prove it.
Correct.
For the past years, they haven't done that. They're always second best. And you never know. With Sundowns, for you to dethrone Sundowns, there's a big fight in your hand. So they have to prove it now when the games are equal. That's where you really now judge, you know. Now when
Their chance is on Saturday.
Yeah, the chance on Saturday because you're playing with your direct competitors. So you have to beat them. And if you have Sundowns winning that game now, there's going to be a big doubt.
Also, the mental thing
Yeah.
will kick in. The other thing, Caristo, in terms of Pirates in the Champions League, especially in that second match, I think they lost on the dark arts, the nasty stuff. That Mokoka guy was really in their nerves. And if they think that is the West, the North Africans, they don't even go to the place, they go to the referee.
Yeah.
But I felt that the officiating team from Niger is either they were inexperienced, because some of these things they should have
picked them up.
Yes, because first of all, there's what seems like a foul leading to the Pirates goal.
Yeah.
The first goal.
Yeah.
Secondly, they also sent off the wrong person.
The wrong person.
Yeah.
The Mokoka is the one
Exactly.
who
And
sent
off
off.
the ball kicking.
And also what he did to Apollos as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
I felt that there were a lot of things that were wrong there.
But you see, sometimes you can give benefit of doubt with the VAR. If the VAR
was there, not all
that's
things will be
that's
happening.
why you see the Champions League, because it's a Champions League and it's everything.
You need to start from there.
You need to start from this knockout stage before you get to the group stage.
Most of these things will be dealt with very, very easily with VAR, you know. But because these guys also, they are very, very aggressive sometimes. Some of these players, they are very smart. They've been in the space for a long time.
Yeah.
They know how to get into your skin.
Yeah.
I mean, that incident with Apollos, you could have gotten nasty because clearly the referee is not going to see when he goes and stamp on the toes of
So when you retaliate,
you are going to get a red card. So it's those things that players also must be. I know that when he's in the heat of the moment, those things can happen. But you must restrain, just focus on the match.
But Apollo must be given credit. I mean, he was very clever. You know, he realized that
when he stood up, he was going to fight.
He says, no. He said, okay. He said, no. I need to score the last goal for you to go to penalty.
You know, when we talk about Apollos, talk about Muremi, these are the players I wanted them to taste CAF Champions League group stages. And also, if you look at the team Orlando Pirates, the squad they've assembled, and the number of players, 7, 8 players they had in the national team, now leading to the AFCON, those players are not playing the group stages, going to the World Cup, you know, and this is...
That Champions League defends you up.
True. A lot of things. Mostly this North African teams.
So this is something that can also affect Bafana Bafana.
Definitely.
Yeah. But at the same time, too, they are big players. AFCON should be a good test for them, too. Going there, playing this Champions League would help. But at the same time, they have, cup games now. They are going to going to the finals, you know, if they winning locally. International break, friendly game is there. And after the friendly games, it's just the AFCON. I think AFCON will prepare them, you know, there's nothing they can do now. They just have to prepare mentally. These are players that are, they really add value in terms of Pirates, what they're doing on this.
Yeah. So loading wise, I guess it will also help because those players, there will not be much traveling on their side. So they'll be fresher.
The other interesting dynamic for Pirates is that because they've got a lot of players, now there's less matches. The coach is going to have a serious challenge in terms of trying to keep them all happy now. Because you can spread them around when you play Champions League. You know, so that's another issue that the coach must navigate around because it's a bit tricky. Because they had the Champions League in mind when they were signing. The number of players that now it's less matches. And
but at least looks like they could be heading to another final. They're in the semi-final now. So the more you win domestically,
the more matches you play.
The more matches you play as well. But I guess there's nothing we can say about Sundowns. The 5-1 for me, and
there's something
also,
you have to say about a Nigerian team. Yeah,
No. Let's finish South African teams.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
for me,
it was not even a fight that Ramos was
I mean,
there.
that was not even gear 2. They were just using pushing the car just tried to roll. Because imagine Sundowns bring their A game. We're talking about real A game when they need everything. That could have been 10. Because it was like they were just playing a training match.
Yeah, because let's be honest, that team was weak. It didn't really keep.
No, they were not weak. Sundowns was just
strong.
They were just stronger.
Yeah.
You make other teams look
and Ramos Stars, I know that are they not like leaders in Nigeria currently?
No, not now. They were former champions.
Oh, they're former champions.
Yeah, former champions. They won the league.
Who's leading now?
I think it's Nasarawa United.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nasarawa United. But the games are not equal now, because some.
Because they are behind.
They play lesser game, Yeah. So, but for me, I just think former champion. You cannot. I mean, but they came here. They tried to put a fight, and most of the players they brought to play against Sundowns here, most of our academy players, because they tried to do this academy like the MDC side. So even with the head coach going for his license, because he knows, man, he's already defeated, So he's a assistant coach. The owner said, okay, he brought the development, the academy coach,
correct,
to come to the game, and they put a good fight. I mean, not that they put a good fight; it's just Sundowns. They don't really wrap up the game in Nigeria, so you just have to play, and they still won 2-0. But at the same time, that's we tell you the stage of Nigerian football. I mean, you used to have those days. You have the Shooting Stars, you have Enugu Rangers, you have Eyimba. This constantly they're going to group stages, winning Champions League. The last time Nigeria, really put a fight in Champions League is when Eyimba 2003 and 2004.
Back to back.
But apart from that, now you struck. But we go back to the development. There's feeling. Nigerian league now basically, at us still there's the talent now. The fewer talents now in the Nigerian league.
What is it coaching at the lower level?
At the lower level, academic level, in terms of the development. So feeding, you have this Enugu Rangers, you have this Eyimba. I mean, after these players go to overseas, who are the players, who are the development players coming in to take that space? For a very long time now, you don't have that 19 years old, 17 years old, 20 years old, taking the league apart. There's a time when Osaz Odewendi, before he went to France, in Nigerian league, he was playing for Insurance. Insurance those days. He was 20 years old. He came from Russia. So he took the league by storm. He was top goal scorer. He was playing very well. And from there, even the national team, he went to the national team, to senior national team. So these days, we don't have that, that talent. That feeling.
I mean, if you look at the under-17 of Chikweze,
Victor
Simen, was the captain Noneri. And that was, and also previous under 20s. I mean, I was looking at this under 20. We were discussing it the other time that it didn't have that Nigerian. No. I saw them even at the AFCON.
You didn't have that bite.
That bite.
You check one or two.
You are not at the under 17 World Cup.
No.
So
under 23 you're out. So there's. I mean, apart from the female team now and the senior national team that is going. I mean, senior national team have to go through the
the playoffs.
The playoffs for we to qualify to the World Cup. But though, if you pass through, if we get there, we get there. But we are going to go to the hard route. I mean, before those days, you know what I'm talking about. We're talking about this team that won Atlanta. The team of 94. We have a lot of stars that by now 2 games, 3 games, you're already in the tournament. You just give other players chance to play.
How do you think Rivers is going to fare?
Which we need to judge the head coach. I think, he tested the national team, the head coach of the national team, and which with the qualifiers really didn't get the result the Nigeria wanted. And now with the club side and Champions League, I think with that experience, I think he's going to give them, you give them advantage because he knows, the football now.
He was at Eyimba before, eh?
Yeah, he was at Eyimba
and did well there.
He did well, very well there. But now with Rivers United, they have financial muscle in terms of the River State. Like Nigeria, the government is the one, helping the team. So I think they really want to push them, and they are the only one that we look forward to now. With the group stage now, we just hope they can come out from the group stage and give Nigeria, because Nigeria, we have only 2 spots.
They must just avoid Sundowns in that draw. There's no place to hide.
Yeah, the first thing they need to do now is, okay, even they're in the group with Sundowns, they need to come out from on the group stage.
Okay.
Which is very important for any team.
Top two.
Yeah. If Sundowns is there, River United Sundowns.
And Kareto, after the match, we spoke to the Remo Stars coach, and he doesn't paint. He paints quite a worrying picture of
Nigerian football
in Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good, and you can see it's affecting the senior national team. It's affecting.
I think let's listen to the coach.
Nigeria should improve. If we look for the other countries around in the competition, as if we go into Senegal, if we go into Mali, if we go into South Africa, if we go into Tanzania, if we go into Angola, the competition is more effective. The level is higher than in Nigeria. But of course, it's part of the process. We coaches, we are part of also of this development of the football. Starts from the base. When we start seeing more clubs with youth teams, now we start to see the football can increase, because it's the young boy today is the old man tomorrow can play in the different level. So
okay, Zizo.
Yeah, he's painting a big picture. Obviously, you could hear he's calculated in what he says, because obviously, number one, he's not a Nigerian. I don't think he wants to be seen to be going in too hard in a criticism, but he does admit that there's a lot of things that are not right, and that needs to be done right. And you can see from a distance, I mean, the way Remo Stars played, if that's the best that Nigeria has to offer, then we really have to be worried, because they can do better. And as the coach is saying, there was a time when Nigeria was coming, you start running. But now, nobody worries anymore. It reminds me of the early days of Sundowns, when everyone wanted to draw Sundowns. Now, when they draw Sundowns, they say, whoa.
Yeah, so we move from talking Nigerian football, we move to the CAF Confed. Kaizer Chiefs in the group stages of the CAF Confed. And I think I must commend Chiefs here. There was a time when Chiefs didn't take this tournament serious. They would go sometimes and just, even when they go, I remember when they went to play Asak Mimosa, they only sent 14 players and an assistant coach. I think Dr. Kumalo was the coach back then. But I think what is the change that has happened in African football now, because there's even more money in the CAF Confed, but also the prestige and the realization also from their side that if they don't take it serious, it's not going to be easy for them to finish second or even win the league here. And I think their performance was very clear. Within 25 minutes, Chiefs was leading 3-0. And I think for me, that was a clear intention.
First of all, it goes with the coach, they employ during the season. He was at Tanzania with Simba, and he has that feeling. He normally play, for his career, he has played Champions League. The coaches he left, the assistant coach that took over now, they tested that.
They were there with him and also went to the final of the CAF Confed.
Yeah, so it can be a plus for Kaizer Chiefs to take the tournament very serious. But I'm very happy for them, most especially, you can see the vibe at Dustinby. I just feel like, everyone really came out to support. But this stage was set with Pirate and Sundowns.
Your old home.
Yeah, with Pirate and Sundowns. You can see, and I'm so happy for them. They killed the game. Between 25 26 minutes, the game was dead. So that's how you show how serious you are taking the tournament. I'm happy for them. The group stage is going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but they have to go head on. Kaizer Chiefs is a big team. It's a big team. They should be every season being the Champions League or Confederation Cup. One of the tournaments in the continent.
The only problem there is that in pot 3, which means they will meet 2 big teams.
Oof.
That's a worry.
Yeah.
But if you look at the teams that are in the Confed Cup, if they negotiate properly,
yes,
you can get to the semi-final.
Yes.
And in the semi-final, anything is possible.
Yeah.
And Chiefs is a big club. Chiefs, I repeat it, they've signed well. They've signed good enough to be able to make the right noises. There may be questions with the capacity of the coaches at that level.
Yes.
But if they keep these guys and they keep going, anything is possible, really. And Chiefs, it's about time that Chiefs must be serious players. That's the at that space.
I watched. Okay.
Sorry, the other thing again is going to be home games. The factor of home games for Chiefs.
Win home games.
Just win
negotiate
your home games.
something away. Yes.
Something you can go and win one away or two away, but get draw. But home, you have to win home games. And they are capable of doing that.
You're starting from the history of the Champions League and the CAF Confed says, if you've got 10, 11, 12 points, you are in the next stage. So you win your home games, you're on 9 points.
Yeah.
And then you're still 1 game away.
There will always be a weak team in your group. You beat them home and away, then you're done.
Exactly. Exactly.
If you are not the weak team.
I just think the home game for Chiefs will be a big factor. Don't take it to the biggest stadium. Give that vibe. Dobsonville Stadium is one factor. They saw it. I don't know what they're gonna do going forward.
Let's listen to Coach Kaizer here talking about Ighodaro.
And I believe that it's not easy to find that kind of striker. He's a scorer and as a player that as well can help because sometimes you are struggling, you are defending, you are defending deep down, and it's a player that when there is a rebound or we play we play forward. He's that player that can hold the ball, allow the whole team to come up, and it gives you the energy. It gives you as well the moment of. It allows every player to get in his right position going forward, and I believe that I would say that we have missed that a lot because sometimes the ball goes forward and we lose it very quickly. Then we have to come back and it's like a game of transition. But to have that kind of strike, it's very helpful.
What was your impression, Coach? Because Coach Kaizer is very impressed with Ighodaro, what he brings to the team, and I think the hunger to also achieve now at a big team.
I mean, for me, first of all, he's a box player. He doesn't, when you want to score goals, you can see. They say a good weekend starts from Thursday and Friday. You can see he's not away from the big box. He's always there in position of the box. The 18 yards is always there. He don't want to go like the other striker, what's his name? Lepo. He want to touch the ball. Yeah, touch the ball. No, Ighodaro wants the ball to come and find him there. And that's where you see a season striker. He's not a season striker now because in a big team, he needs to show that. But you can see, he has something in him, and he has been injured for a very long time, and Chiefs are waiting for him to get okay, and he's okay now, and he proved that with the goal. If you can score one goal, that's the best you can do. But he can go far. For me, with the supply and with the signing Chiefs did, I think there's a lot of ammunition that can give him supply for him to score. So I feel he's in the right team. He just needs to use his presence.
Before I go to Cecil, and he's in the CAF Confederation in the group stages now. I know that I think before the AFCON there's only going to be 1 or 2 matches of the group stages. Do you think a free scoring Ighodaro locally and also in the CAF Confed, maybe a Coach Eric can give him a look?
Yeah, we spoke of there's in a big tournament like AFCON or any big tournament, there's always one player that comes from nowhere that puts confusion in terms of what is happening now. You have only Osimhen that Nigeria can depend on scoring goals, and playing for a team like Chiefs, I think he can be looked at. He has to be consistent. If you don't score 3 or 4 goals, if you can score 1 or 2 and going to, he has to. He's playing for one of the biggest teams in Africa. Mm-hmm. I think and he's now the striker that Nigeria really needs. He has that body of Daniel Omokachi, so he can add value there.
Mm-hmm. The one guy who can help Ighodaro to be deadly this season is that Lupopo if he does this job on
yes.
In terms of the supply. Because Lupopo goes, takes people on, get in the right position, cross. You have got a man now in the box.
Yeah.
So the wing play must come.
Yeah.
And then they do the job. On the left, I don't know who can really be that.
Modi is there.
Modi and the cross.
Yeah.
And them. So they really need to have enough supply, even from the midfield.
Yeah.
They've got guys who can penetrate you from the midfield. I think Lupopo must come to the party. If Lupopo comes to the party, they may have a deadly combination. And also, on the continent in the Confed Cup, we always say here, You need the men from West Africa to do the damage.
Oh, definitely.
And then they have... The Chiefs can go to the semi-final if they play this thing properly.
So the profile, actually what you're saying, Igodaro, West African, Lilepo, Central African.
So the profile is right.
Yeah.
They know the area. They know the challenges of traveling on the continent. That's what you need. And with these other, I see also Villegas is coming. The young boy is also coming nicely.
And they're finally playing Villegas the way he was using the World Cup.
So really,
Hey, there's that Velepai. There's that Velepai.
There's a Velepai also, eh?
Yes. And I felt they were using Velepai wrong. Because Velepai is supposed to play on the left and go inside.
Yeah, he used to do that.
Or maybe they didn't want him to compete with Modi that side.
Maybe.
And there's going to be a time in the season that they have to. He has to go to his normal position. And at the same time, too, they have a very good balance with Hawks in the middle now, trying to do the dirty job. And, Chiefs is a big team. Always this big team, you need to attack. And you need to have someone that protects the back four. I think Hawks has been doing that very well.
It's been a revelation.
And also the clubs must watch our analysis of Chiefs here. How Chiefs are going to play this season. We are doing it for Mahala.
But what do you think? Dobsonville, do you think they must seriously consider?
Go there. You can really create a very nice... I wasn't there, but from what I saw, it was very nice. You can create something very, very beautiful there. It's not too big. If you took that crowd and put it here at FNB Stadium, it looks empty. And as the coach has said, at home, the atmosphere must intimidate the guys who are coming here. It must be yellow all over the place when I play the Champions League at home. Look at Sundowns. Sundowns, you can see how the supporters appreciate the Champions League ball.
Yes.
The crowd there on Sunday against Remo Stars was much better than what they pull in the league.
I saw.
Even on a Saturday or on a Sunday. So you need to have that home thing. Yeah. It must be intimidating. One thing I want to see more from the Chiefs fans, they don't sing enough. You must make a lot of noise. They must go to Orlando and see what happens there in Orlando. Yeah. But it's very important. I think maybe we're not telling them what to do, but they should really consider taking some of their matches to Dobsonville.
Yes, and also we must remind people that in the Champions League, the more you win, especially from the group stages, the more points you accumulate towards the next Club World Cup.
2029.
So Pirates out of the Champions League this season, it's a massive setback. It's a massive setback for them.
Which means the next two, they must be in the semi-final.
Yes. Otherwise, because the easiest is to come in and win the Champions League, or at least accumulate points. Yeah. So that's how we see the situation. But we will count in terms of what the teams are there. But I was very impressed with Stellenbosch. I mean, it's only their second season in CAF interclub competitions, but they were playing like seasoned campaigners at that level, racing to a 3-0 lead and ended up winning 4-1.
4-1. I mean, it's good for them back-to-back now, and, it's good for the league. You can see how Stellenbosch taking the tournament. They tested the first time and they see how sweet it is. And now they're back, they got, they sold some of their good players, but they have replacements that took them down to the group stages too, So we want to see how they go on from here, because there's a lot of games for them now, because I think they have a little bit smaller squad, So them, a player plays, I mean, maybe they play in a week, they play 3 games. Their star players basically play the 3 games. How they recover is going to be more important, a lot of training, just more games, So, but yeah, it's good for the league, and it's good for Stellenbosch brand. And this is what we're talking about. Confederation Cup Champions League show how the league works, and how beautiful and how people rate the league. You can talk about North Africa. North African teams, they go to the group stages consistently. Sundowns have done that. And now Pirates, but this season they're not there. But Stellenbosch is there. Chiefs is there now. So you still have good representative in terms of the tournament.
Coach, point of reference. If you have been there, you know how it is. Yeah. That's what will work in their favor. They've been there, they know. It's not like they're going there for the first time. Yeah. So
they beat big teams.
Yes, they beat big teams. I mean, they went all the way to the semi-final.
Yes.
So it's experience, and there's intent. You can see they're taking it serious. They're not just messing around and do all those kind of things, which is good. We have 3 teams in there. Yeah. Let's see how far they can go,
Yeah, well, I must say I was also very impressed with a country like Tanzania, having 4 teams there.
For the very first time.
Yeah, you know, you normally only see this with North African countries.
Yeah.
But they've got the Singida there, they've got the Azam, they've got the Yanga,
The
and they've
regulars
got,
there.
they've got the Simba as well.
Yeah.
And you know, when you consider that we've got our boys there, the Maemas. Even though now I see Fadlu is serious about taking him.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he took him there.
but his own loan was there, so it's going to be a bit tricky, unless if he buys him outright from Sundowns.
Yeah, well, the
So
big,
the club has got money.
what do they call the money? Dirhams. The big dirhams.
Yeah, but I think they add value in their team. You know, they really add value. You know, it's just unfortunately Fadi need to go for bigger teams again. But at the same time, he can take them. He can negotiate with Sundowns because they are on loan there, and you can see they're enjoying their football, which is very important. You know, and yeah, Tanzania football is on the rise again. You know, in terms of Champions League. I always say Champions League, Georgia League. You know, Champions League, Confederation Cup show how serious your league is. You know, so yeah, if you go and compete in the continent, in terms of African continent, it's very good. You know, you give your league a very good limelight.
100%. Just a quick one on the draw now, starting with the CAF Confed. I mean, we're talking about teams here. I mean, there's Azam, there's Zamalek, there's CR Belouizdad, the big coach. There's Wydad. And Wydad Zizo, we're talking about now, they've got Hakim Ziyech.
Yeah, he's back.
And Hakim Ziyech linking up with Thembinkosi Lorch. And then there's also Aziz Ki there.
That team
that's
should be
serious
playing the
business.
Champions League, man.
Yeah.
But first of all, they need to. I mean, they have to go all the way. For me, I'm tipping them all the way with the talent they have, and you know, with Wydad Casablanca, with Lorch, the form Lorch is in this season. I think how he's playing,
the confidence,
the confidence is there. He needs to score, but because he's a team player, he passes it over to other guys to feel the shine. I just feel Lorch, you know, he can make a push. He can make a push to the Bafana team.
Nah, he's not going to make it.
No, he can make it. But with his form,
you know, Coach Hugo. Well, you know, honestly, he should be there. Yeah, but you know, with Coach Hugo. But honestly,
because his form is. I mean, he's playing one of the biggest.
You don't play in the Club World Cup and.
Coach, if you are not in this Premier squad, forget about that thing. Forget about AFCON. If you are not in this Premier squad for Zambia,
sadly,
this is the Thursday for the nice weekend.
Sadly. But also the Zosco United is good to see them back in that space.
Yeah. You know, I'm emotional about Zambian football, man. Zambian football used to produce top stuff.
We are coming there. When we talk Avram Grant, we must talk about this because it's a concern for me as well that there's no Zambian team. But Power Dynamos is in, eh? At least there's Power Dynamos in the group stages of the CAF Champions League. Singida, as I've said already, obviously Chiefs and our team there. But I think what I like, we're seeing more African teams. In fact, sub-Saharan teams, more teams from the sub-Saharan Africa. When we look at the Joliba, when you look at Nairobi United, I was actually watching Nairobi United playing against Etoile du Sahel. That game, they were leading Nairobi United. And I think it's good for Coach Benny that he will have players who are going to play in the CAF Confederation group stages. And I think for me, it's a good thing. And they were leading 2-0. By the 94th minute, this team equalizes Etoile, but they went to penalties and it was panicking moments. But for Kenya, I felt it was a big thing for them to have a team in that stage.
No, yeah, it's important. I mean, Kenya also, you know, you've got these countries that historically have been powers on the continent, but because of, I think, a combination of
Goma here.
Yes. You know, I mean, those were big teams, you know.
Yes.
I remember back in the day when Sundowns used to play the Champions League and Natasha's and them, they used to come to Pretoria and beat Sundowns here, those teams. Asek Mimosa and them, you know, now they are nowhere to be found now. And it's sad. You feel these rich, wealthy people on the continent should buy these teams and really make them what they used to be. You know, it will be nice. I mean, as I talk about Zambia and Zambia used to have very, very, very good teams that produce players. I remember TP Mazembe used to go there and take all the players and take them to TP Mazembe. It doesn't happen anymore.
Even in South Africa,
Even in South Africa, they came here.
Collins Mbesuma,
Yes.
Isaac Chansa,
Yeah.
a lot of top players, from Zambian.
Yes.
But now
yes.
it's no longer there.
I mean, we remember in 2016, Coach Pizzo had to beat Zesco.
Yeah.
And by an away goal
Yes.
rule.
Yeah.
That away goal that was scored by Kamabili at there.
There was that bullets from Malawi also. It was a bit
Bagili
of a club.
Bullets. I was watching our under-17 playing Malawi this past week. And that game of the under-17 was the curtain raiser. I think it was to a local cup final that involved Bagili Bullets. And when the game was about to end, the under-17, then the Bagili Bullets bus was coming inside the stadium. When they make that round, you could hear the crowd. I was like, you know what? This is, yeah.
And that will only make the Champions League and even the Confederation Cup strong.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Now, you know what? It's a pity, man, we don't have a 2 out of 2 in this CAF Champions League. I'm just looking at the field. Power Dynamos, Ali Hilal, Saint Eloi Lupopo. Now, I will tell you something about Ali Hilal and Saint Eloi Lupopo. Yanga, Rivers United, the big Rivers United.
Those are the one girl that
Petro Atletico, Petro de Luanda. Ali. Al-Ali, JS Kabili. Remember JS Kabili playing Orlando Pirates in the Super Cup? Asfa. Simba SC. The Brazilians. AS Tunis. Stade Malien. And the biggest coach in the land, Rulani Mokwena.
Yes.
I watched their game last week against Colombia from Cameroon.
Yeah.
That was very tough.
Okay.
But I was also impressed to see tactically how the coach can move around. In as much as they go for their ball position game, but also it's a tough game. And they will use that diagonal ball there. And it was a tough game. It could have ended either way, but they fought hard. And I think I'm happy to see Coach Rulani in the Champions League. And there's something that is said for me, that Champions League nights are
It's
there.
important. In Europe, Liverpool,
Yes.
Champions League nights at Liverpool, they'll beat you there. It's very
Yes.
difficult to be. So, is that thing where Coach Rulani talking about, where he said that the Champions League, you must be there. So that, it must be more like a boy, talking to a girl. You must quote it until you get it right.
Yes.
You don't play Champions League today and then next season you are not there. No, you are never gonna get it right.
Yes.
You must be there consistently. If you're lucky, you can hold on to your players. The players as a group, with an addition here and there, they can learn to understand, travel together, eat together, share hotels together, see these teams, beat these teams wherever they can. Then that's how you can play the Champions League. You don't just go there and win.
And he has
you don't do
tested
it like that.
He has started, he started with Sundowns. He's a top coach. For you to coach in North Africa, know that you're one of the best coach, and they rate him very high. In terms of what he has brought into the league generally. And going away. Getting that goal, playing 1-1 at away, and coming home, which is 0-0, but he's already qualified. But the good thing again, I just give credit to him in terms of the league.
Yes.
He only played 5 games. He's already on 13 points.
He's unbeaten in 9 matches in all competitions.
Yeah. The league now is 5 games, 13 points, and the one top of the log there is 15 points. So already, he's gonna win that league again. I just feel like he's a modern coach.
100%.
He has paid his due. He passed through the process, and now it's time for him to shine, and he's doing that very well in the continent.
Yeah, and also looking at the results from the first legs of the other matches, I expect Pyramids and RS Berkane to go through for this final matches this weekend, but it's a tough field. But I'm also interested because Coach, actually now he's with Azam. He left Al Hilal, Coach Florent Ibenge. He coach is with Azam. Yes. So he'll be there because Coach Florent Ibenge, the coach of Coach Bukasa is his understudy.
Yeah, so the Lupopo.
Yes. He used to be with him. But I know that a lot of people have been caught up with this thing that he was suspended. Fortunately, I spoke to some people who either have been doing the legal side at CAF, and they're saying, well, forfeiture of points, in fact, forfeiture of the game, it will have to be something very extreme, and also involve a player, for things to be turned around there. Because this situation, and I think there's somewhere there in the rules where it says, if a club play or there's an official who sits on the bench when they're not supposed to be there, the worst case scenario there is a fine.
It must be a fine.
Yeah, because it's different. It's not a player. If it was a player, then it's a different case altogether.
Because a player has a direct impact on the match.
Direct impact, and that's what this guy said to me. He said, no, a chance of taking them out, it's
slim.
Yes, and I know people who are saying in South Africa we used to backdoors. The Brazilians got their backdoor and used it effectively in 2016. Yes, and we don't say this enough. People are saying Sundowns they won via backdoor. It was via backdoor in the prelims, but they still went on to win their group.
Yes.
in the group stages
And win the tournament.
knockout phase and win the tournament. So Mapagania, I know it is not to be. So we're waiting to see if the draw next week, will it take Coach Rulani back to Paley or what?
Well, it will be nice. It will be nice to see Coach Rulani at Moripe or Loftus. Hopefully, if that happens, if the football gods make it happen, you would hope that the fans welcome him nicely.
Yeah.
Those things that they did with Coach Pizzo was wrong.
Yeah.
I hope the fans welcome him with both hands. It will be a nice story. Yeah. We'll all be there to see it, knowing how he left Sundowns and all those types of things, and so it will be very nice. Let's see what the draw goes has in store for us.
There are some interesting matchups. I want to see where Rivers United will end, but there are some really interesting matchups. Looking forward to them.
Yeah.
But I know that North African teams, they don't want to meet South African teams.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Sundowns. No team in North Africa won't.
Even in the
Sundowns.
CAF Confed, Zamalek knows.
Yeah.
Zamalek knows what Stellenbosch did to them. And I think this is just at the right time. And I think the team that plays here, Kaizer Chiefs, is going to be transformed by those group stages.
Yeah. No, that's what you said it earlier. When you're consistently being this kind of tournament, it becomes a norm for you that people fear you because people know about Stellenbosch now. Forget about Sundowns. 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 A lot of teams in North Africa they don't want to meet Sundowns because Sundowns is a proper team, and they can play football. And they don't joke around, when they need to give you 10, they give you 10. If they need to give you 5, they give you 5, So, and that's a serious thing. Consistently, they have been in Champions League, So we just need a lot of teams that can, produce that kind of performance again, going to the Champions League, the group stages. Pirate did that last season. It just unfortunate this season they couldn't, go through. But yeah, they really make us proud. So we just wish and hope, Sundowns, Stellenbosch, and Kaizer Chiefs, bring their A game in terms of the Champions League and Confederation Cup.
Yeah, Olga, just quickly, before we go to the WAFCON qualification and we see there, I see that now the dates are out and the venues have been confirmed.
Yeah.
In Rabat. Yeah, no, there's no time to play.
No, let's check the heart for the pulse.
Lupopo shall dance.
Sometimes when you want to prove that you're a big team, you need to go through the hard way. We don't want this soft.
Coach.
No. Coach. But I'm just talking about the Super Eagles, the almighty Super Eagles.
Let me tell you something, Coach.
Okay.
The big teams have qualified for the World Cup.
Understandable. But we're going to get there at the same time. We're all going to arrive there when the tournament starts. So we want to make it just a little bit, put some spice. We want to go through
on the 5th of December, you'll be there, that's all.
We just put a space. They'll put a space there to see if anything, but on a serious note, I just feel like, Nigeria can do it. Likewise Cameroon, likewise Gabon, and what the DRC. I just feel like, it's a hard way. No country want to pass through that way. South Africa now, they're talking about friendly games. They are only relaxed. They're not stressed. They know they're going to be in the heart on the 5th of December. But yeah, Nigeria need to do it in the hard way. We just hope the top stars of Nigerian players don't get injured, because that's going to be a key. Most especially the likes of Victor Osimhen, Lookman, So I just feel like if they can be healthy and Nigeria have a proper team to this mini tournament, I think we can come out in that stage.
13,
Inshallah.
Yeah, 13th to the 16th, we will know.
Yeah.
In Rabat.
Yeah.
Rabat is the place to be.
It's gonna be a big one. No, we're preparing for that. Because
you think we must prepare for a quick trip there?
I think, for that tournament will be...
African Football College maybe must go there.
No, we deserve
Well, we must try.
Because, it's the biggest African...
Of course.
The football
So if we go there, we also get interviews with Lorch, with Coach Fadlu as well.
You have to start with Osimhen. And you have to start with, people that are playing the tournament. Not the Confederation Cup.
And normally, the big stand.
Yeah. The big Stanley there, the top people that in proper tournament. Going for the World Cup. We're not talking about Confederation Cup and Champions League.
And then in March, you qualify proper.
March, no, that one is one way. The biggest task now is in this Africa. The African football. African football is tough. It is very tough. In the likes of Bassi, when they come, they Wobi, they say, they play. You see them in the EPL. The way they play is not easy. But when you come to Africa, everywhere is close. It's too tight. You'll be wondering. Wobi was dribbling these guys, making killer pass. When you come to the qualifiers, that's why you see. The qualifiers, the first 2-3 games in the qualifiers in any group is very important.
Yeah.
And Nigeria missed that part.
100%.
They missed that part. With the draw, a lot of draws, home lose. They missed that part. And now they have to go through the hard way.
You can't have a poor start in a tournament. You can't. You go to any tournament, be it the World Cup, be it the Confederation and the African Nations Cup. You have to start properly.
Well, we're back, and I did say that we'll be talking the Women's African Cup of Nations. It's called what? Women's Africa Cup of Nations, not African.
Women's Africa Cup of Nations.
We're with editors,
Top one. This is the best in the country.
No. People will tell you about style, what.
You must follow the rest of the style.
And also we've got people with honors in journalism telling us all these things. Oga, we welcome Miss Poto. Celebrated. We bow you to celebrated.
It's nice to be in the biggest
football journalist. Yeah.
I've been telling them that there's a lot of testosterone here. We need to mix it up a little bit. We need balance.
Soprano,
We need a holding midfielder. We have wingers, we have goalkeepers. We need a holding midfielder. To make sure that every place is balanced.
It's been MC Alger. Welcome.
We feel that when we talk about other issues, there must be specialties, especially when people are talking about their Super Falcons.
The best in Africa.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's there.
No.
Who won the most? The tournament.
When was the last time you won it though?
Before now, but it's still there. But now, we are the defending champions.
Now.
Yeah. Before them, it was that other team in other country.
Which one?
We just test it. We just say, sometimes when you go away, you just give food and say, just test how you feel. They feel it. We took it back. We say, no, this is for us, man. We keep it back.
It belongs to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you just, when you have it too much, sometimes you need to share.
Yeah.
So we just say, okay, test South Africa. Just take. Now the sea is too sweet. Now we say, no, bring it back to us.
But you want it back also.
It's going to be very difficult because this time...
But this is the one that matters most.
Yeah.
Because now this one is about the World Cup.
Yeah.
What? It's the semi-finalists, and also I think there's also a playoff there. The two other teams that go to the playoffs as well.
Hopefully the coach thing will be sorted out. Me, I don't want to time for this nonsense.
But I saw the coach celebrating Poto there yesterday.
She has to celebrate. I mean,
She's still part of the
somehow
setup.
She's still part of the team, you know. Nobody has said she's fired. Nobody has said anything. So she is still pretty much part of the team. And it goes to show how much she cares about this team and how important that win was.
I also heard Coach Tina Sonke Mbuli. Well, there's no there's no nepotism. She's a qualified coach, top coach.
Yeah, but we're not behind you again.
Okay. Well, she was saying that Coach Des is still very much
in
part of
the preparation and planning,
part of the team.
I think it's important for her to still be part of the team and the preparations. She's been with the team for so long. I mean, it's only fair that she still partakes. She knows the team very well. She knows the style. She knows what it means to get there. And for Coach Tina, who's been working with her for so long as well, we can't just expect their relationship all of a sudden to stop working. And, you know, like I said, nothing has been confirmed from SAFA to say Coach Des is no longer part of the team. So until then, I do think we will see much of her in the Banyana setup.
Hey, but I was panicking. I must say.
For what?
Yesterday, there were moments where
Casper?
I think that around the 73rd minute.
But it was still 0-0.
It was still 0-0, and this team got a chance at DRC. They got a chance one-on-one.
Yeah.
The one that went over.
No, it went just upright. And I was like, yay. Bella, they score then. We must equalize. Otherwise, if we don't score, we're out. And even when we equalize, we go to penalties.
But it's Banyana.
Nah, but that's
No.
That's where you differentiate.
No, but
Champions.
No, you know how to differentiate. No, you know how to
We've done
differentiate.
our job. No. We gave them 3 days. Just take this on hold. And we came back home, we say, okay, let's make it a
But who is Benin in the bigger scheme of things?
No, man.
When it comes
Who's
to
Benin?
those people.
DRC, were they not at the WAFCON? They were there.
No. What you have in front of you, you play.
No.
We cannot choose who to play.
We're talking about WAFCON teams.
Yeah, no. But we are talking about people in front of us. This is a team we have. We show them who is the champion.
quality.
Give us any team. You understand? Even the proper tournament, we are still there. We are still doing the business. But for the qualifiers, any team in front of you that you can beat 3-0.
Cameroon is not here now.
You know what I like about
Cameroon is not here. Former number 3.
These things with us and Nigeria always aligns.
Yes.
We'll meet them there.
Yeah,
And
we
we
do.
differentiate. But we honestly, last time we met, and what happened? We went to the finals and
Well, that was last time. But Pico commented, showing her quality. You know, I was so impressed because what I like with Thembi there, you see her winning the ball, shoulder charge. Yeah. You know, she still turns and takes on 2 players. The quality.
Thembi is beautiful to watch. She's such great talent. I mean, in so many cases yesterday, she's like from the moment the game started, you could see her intentions. Well, the whole team's intention was clear, but with Thembi, she came back. She really wanted to prove a point that I am back. When she scored that goal that she got from Hilda as well, it was sad for them to see that it was disqualified, but they never stopped at all. We missed so many chances. There were so many chances. But Thembi by herself yesterday was just like, you know what, I'm going to get this win for this country. So she's always like great to watch. There's no doubt when we've got Thembi in the lineup.
Definitely.
And
It's like
I was about to go to bed before I hear it go, and it's okay. No, that country
Coach,
scored.
it's like Osimhen. It's like Osimhen in your last match. Because you know the big player must take it upon themselves to
you
help
see the
them.
value of her. You know, she has contributed in that team. You know, she's one of the top scorer. You know, and they miss her. You can see they really miss her. You know, I mean, you can say whatever you want to say. You can see the difference with her. You know, and you know, playing overseas give you more advantage, and you can see her composure and everything. You know, carrying the team. I mean, she's gonna be important in this AFCON.
Yes.
Very important. I just pray there's no issue of anything. I don't know. You can tell us better because maybe the coaches, I don't know. There's something between the coaches and the...
So I think as the senior and as someone who's closer to these things, I think between now and the WAFCON, we really need to do better and prepare our team because I really didn't like the way we exited the last competition. And also all these other things that have been there about the team. But it was good to see Sasol being confirmed and coming back. But I think we need to give Banyana maximum attention. But most importantly, because I feel that, man, there's something. This is not the proper Banyana that was there, but we still need something. And remember now, we don't have Jermaine anymore.
Yeah.
You know what Sasol must do? They must pay money directly to the suppliers.
Straight to them.
Yeah.
Everyone must just submit their banking details.
Everyone must just submit their banking details. Hotel, straight to the hotel. Everything. Because you know what happens here. We need to prepare. We need to prepare properly.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, surely, Sasol has been behind women's football for a very long time. And you can see their heart is in the right place. When they pulled that stand off sending the press release, they were angry with what is happening here behind us. I think they were trying to send a strong message to the guys next door that they need to get their house in order. I hope that we give them a proper chance to plan, to prepare, do the right things, sort out this mess of the coach. You can't have a team playing qualifiers with the coach is not being there.
No.
Well, if a coach is celebrating, but they understand. I mean, what kind of madness is that? It's not how it's supposed to be.
No,
the coach is supposed to be there.
No.
Backing instructions. Tomorrow you will be hearing that this one has not been paid, this one has not been paid, and all those kind of things. Sort out all those things now.
But have you heard about?
And then when you go there, we're fine.
About the under-17 one? Coach Vela was not in Malawi, and the story goes that apparently Coach Vela has not submitted his passport. Yeah. Because he wants to travel
to England with the Chiefs DDC team.
But I'm asking, Coach,
you
are the coach.
Stuff?
Coach, would you miss a chance to have World Cup on your CV?
But doesn't that mean that there's a bigger issue? Like, who would not want to go to the World Cup?
Caristo,
what are you telling us?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not telling you anything. I don't know.
Is there a bigger issue?
But who would
surely
not
there is,
want to
Caristo. I mean, you get tired. You get tired.
So he will not want to miss a World Cup opportunity?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You qualified this team.
But if you have qualified the team that is supposed to go to the World Cup, but you can see there's a lot of stuff happening there. You would rather not go to the World Cup and go with your club to another international tournament.
But for me, I think everything needs to be sorted out.
They must sort it out.
The squad has not been announced. The squad has not been announced. The under-17 squad has not been announced.
Yeah, and it's leaving tomorrow.
Ooh, okay.
Why don't you give us that space, man? Why?
There's no one who's writing exams there of those kids.
Well, the players who are writing exams have been withdrawn from the team. But the squad is there on the FIFA website, but it has not been announced officially yet.
But I mean, on the on our pages, it's not there.
And they were camping.
We'll put it up. And we'll take it from FIFA and put it up here.
Exclusive. We're giving them an exclusive.
The worst of the worst. They were camping at that rubbish there called Funville.
You don't like that place?
No, I don't like that.
But if Bafana go there,
it's nonsense.
If Bafana go there, you're gonna that place.
Okay.
I will take it serious the day Bafana
Enough on your South African problems. Let's talk African football. Aye, South Africa. Aye.
It's too much.
Aye, South Africa.
Doing good despite all of it, though.
Can you imagine if the things were proper?
Yeah, I know.
You will probably win the Champions League.
Yo. But I want to tell you something. With all our challenges, our teams are achieving. We'll put up something here. But I was encouraged. The crowd that I saw, sold out crowd at the MKO Stadium. I mean,
With the Falcons.
the Super Falcons.
Yeah.
I mean, and I was like, when I watched Dobsonville, ooh, what can you see?
And these ones here, they schedule the match at the same time as Pirates are playing.
You see, the thing about Nigerians, when the national team is doing well, they always come out to support. There's a lot of criticism in terms of the team if they're not doing well, but you can see Nigeria now. It's only Falcon that holds Nigeria together in terms of they're qualifying properly. They're not going through the playoffs route. So I mean, and they really this team of the Falcon now they really want to achieve something. Because I think most of them are going to fail after this AFCON. And probably the World Cup if they qualify, which they will qualify, So then you can see the Sholas, a lot of them going out and getting the new ones.
Please don't count your chickens.
No. You cannot play World Cup. First of all, start with the AFCON. You get to we're winning the AFCON. So if you win the AFCON, where are you going to World Cup?
Okay.
No, but
Defending champion.
He's got a point because also with your point of a sold-out stadium.
Yes.
If you look at the moment, and the 17s are doing so well at the Women's World Cup.
The Women's World Cup in Morocco, yeah.
Morocco right now. So that goes.
And they are regulars at that stage.
right,
Something we are not.
No, we are not even.
What is our problem? Because our under 17, our under 20, it's been a while since. In fact, under 20 has never been to the Women's World. Yeah.
It's neglect there. I mean, they have
we just
neglected.
rely on the senior teams, but I think the under 17s just slightly missed out on the World Cup spot.
Yes.
But no.
Even if they qualify for the World Cup, you know.
Because our teams are only active
You can
around the
pick the date
qualifiers.
when they're going to come back.
Why would you say that?
No, but I mean, it's because they are not capacitating them enough. They are not. They don't take them serious. They must take them serious.
But don't we have the Girls Academy at the HPC?
The Safa Academy, right?
Yes.
It is there. And they also participate in the COSAFA tournaments where they are doing very, very well. But for them to advance beyond COSAFA,
It's a different story.
yeah, it's a different story.
Just a quick one. Talking of COSAFA, I know you cover COSAFA a lot. I'm very excited. I cannot wait to watch the Chawinga sisters. They are going to the WAFCON, and now Tabitha can, without a doubt, show her level there, because for a very long time we've been saying Tabitha Chawinga for Women's African Player of the Year.
The Malawi team is great. Malawi, Zambia, South Africa, when it comes to the COSAFA region, oh my God.
Oh, West Africa, here we come. Here we come.
I'm sorry, but the
Wafu A, Wafu B. It's in Kenya.
No, we are coming for you guys. Like the COSAFA region is coming. Like, no, but Malawi, the Flames.
Yes.
Now they've got the Flames for
Yes,
those girls
yes.
are really, from the under 15, 17, all the way. They are really
We
good.
spoke about intentional FAs. We're celebrating this team just not long ago. Cape Verde qualifying for the World Cup, Men's World Cup, now in the WAFCON. And you look at even their result, who they beat to get there, and I'm like, whoop, Cape Verde, debutants.
Island.
Eh?
Island, I guess.
Island, yes.
Of what? Less than 500,000 people. or
King
something
Island
like
Gasped.
Mukeng.
that. I can say
But all we know, we're just smaller than
I think it's a Saka. Yeah. Something like that.
But so, I mean, it's good to see visionary leadership here.
Yeah, it's something that we're crying out loud for. I've said enough about Safa. I've said enough. The only thing they know is going to court and doing all those funny things there. This place is a mess. The Bafana can go and win the World Cup in the US. It will not change the fact that this place is a mess.
No, boss.
And that's a fact.
We need to walk up.
Can we celebrate?
trying-
Can we celebrate? Can we?
No. I'm trying.
What African country
I'm
can
trying.
really walk up?
No, coach. I'm trying to drive home.
Don't talk about a country that is not even there.
There is two. I'm trying.
We're gonna arrive there at the same time.
Coach,
Can we? Maybe Morocco, because Morocco has been to the semi-final.
Coach, I'm trying
Yeah.
to drive home a point that even if Bafana goes and win the World Cup,
Okay.
it does not take away the fact that this place is rotten. It's a mess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But there's a possibility. South Africa
That possibility is there.
It's
We
a-
are at the draw. We are in the draw.
But we're gonna arrive. We're gonna arrive the same time there. How we get there, it doesn't matter. As far as we are there, we are coming.
You haven't put the suitcases yet.
No.
No, you can't pack.
you can't.
No, you can't pack. He's packing for Morocco. He's packing for Morocco.
Morocco.
We are not sure. We are not sure about you.
Like-
Who you play against Gabon, eh?
Yeah, Gabon.
No, that's
No,
not
Gabon. It's Gabon.
Aubameyang.
Is that Gabon there?
It's just
Aubameyang. Aubameyang is going to do the business.
It's one. We have former African best player, current African best player.
Yeah.
So we're okay. Our prayers is just for them not to get injured. That's the only prayers, because if they come with the A game, what they did against Benin Republic, we want to see it now.
Yeah, we want to see it also.
Now we
want to
help
make
you.
sure-
We
want
will
to
help.
make
We
sure
help.
it
We
happens
will give a
again.
helping hand.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we could have said, no, we did something nice. No,
Hey,
we did something
this is
nice. She was not
this-
here.
this-
We did. They were congratulating me. They said, no, thank you very much. No. I think
Behind the scenes.
you need to give. No. On the show. I need my flower. We did something nice. We took you to the World Cup
Okay.
single-handedly.
Okay.
Beat Rwanda.
Oga.
Osimhen needs a passport.
Oga.
You need to give Osimhen
Yeah.
a passport.
Okay, we just have 2 more points to go. We're going to Zambia, and then we must come back here.
Okay.
In Zambia today, Avram Grant, parting ways with the Football Association of Zambia. Well, I'm not surprised. I think Avram Grant, to be honest, no.
That's too long.
No. I saw somebody tweeting a salary thief. I was like, hey, okay, no. It's not African football. Corner saying it. Somebody tweeted it.
But you see, for me, I just think that what he has achieved before through the club side, in terms of way from Chelsea, and on teams in Israel. For me, national team coaches should be the older ones, and but these days now with Zambia, what they have done and the players they have produced, they should be, contesting in terms of going, to the World Cup. World Cup is the ultimate, for a country like Zambia. They tested
how they finished in their group in those qualifiers.
So for me, the FA they decide. So we just see who they are bringing in. That's the most important.
And they have a problem also because the government is not going to give them money also.
Yes.
They've withdrawn funding.
They've withdrawn their funding because... And you know what is surprising? Remember when we were building up to these elections? At some stage, it looked like this faction that is in now was backed by yes.
Yeah. It looked like that, but until when you get there and their people are not there. So and Nigeria is typical. Let me just give an example with Nigeria. They want their people there because, with this World Cup, AFCON, they have that opportunity for the politicians to travel outside the country. That's why you see this World Cup. If Nigeria don't go to the World Cup,
the politicians.
So is the problem with Zambia,
yeah,
the way they've messed up that qualification. I think government has said, no, we can't continue anymore.
And they were giving them the money.
They were giving them the money.
Yes. But I was at the game of the Copper Queens against Namibia. Their coach couldn't sit on the bench the second half because she doesn't have the relevant qualifications. And apparently, CAF now is strict, even at national team level. If you don't have qualifications, you don't sit on the bench. So I think somebody, maybe the GC, didn't do their work properly. To tell her before. But at halftime, you know what? She didn't even give us interviews. Sure. It even stopped other officials and even the players from speaking to us.
The coach?
The coach, yes.
It's the same problem we're having here. When Bruce leaves.
but in the rich match,
I think in the AFCON they're going to require.
But in the
so is Coach Helman going to sit on the bench at AFCON?
I don't know.
But
he must register because I get when you are registering is
a P license.
That's right. You should have those qualifications.
Even with the Remo Star coach, he went. They've already gotten 5 at home, So that game was, he just needs to go and sit in the class. But in a real sense, I think Dr. Patrick Mosipe there now. I think they should accommodate most of the coaches.
Accommodate how?
In terms of giving them a special they should do the course.
No, you must go and you must go to the classroom.
But they should make a time for them. Like what I'm trying to say.
Like what?
Before the tournament starts.
Yeah, no,
but this has been on for a very long time.
Yeah.
Maybe from what you are saying is that maybe let's say someone like Coach Helman, when the courses are on, he is busy. It's international.
So when he was supposed to have done the
P license
of Gavin Hunt and them.
Okay.
He couldn't do it because he was on camp.
So
they also just sacrifice her.
No. You can't.
I mean, the Namibia coach.
Yeah.
No, the Namibia coach, Colin Benjamin.
Yeah.
He is part of the CAF A license that is in Bethlehem. So he sacrificed one international week. He was there.
So that's the communication between the FA, the coach, or.
But the coaches must also make the decision themselves.
But sometimes you feel like if you're not there, like with Helman.
But now, Otto, I'm taking it back to you. Does this mean now this the Copper Queens coach will not be there at the WAFCON?
If she doesn't have the relevant
then she won't
be there. Like she
because
won't
he's
be
compliant.
But now, when Zambia was employing a coach, are you telling me Zambia employed a coach who doesn't have the relevant qualifications?
That's the problem.
I would like to think not. It would be very surprising because what do you mean you're going to hire someone that you know needs certain qualifications to carry out some duties. So I'm shocked right now to hear from you that she doesn't have qualifications. I'm like,
She couldn't sit
how?
on the bench.
No, that's very
I was
shocking.
there. She couldn't sit on the bench
is very shocking.
because what I'm suspecting is that she doesn't have UEFA Pro. Because if
It's almost equivalent, right?
Yes, no. If you've got qualifications from outside, you must have a pro license from that respective confederation.
Okay.
So if you are coming from CONMEBOL in South America or AFC in Asia, you must have a pro license from there. So in Africa for now, because the pro license has not been activated throughout the continent,
Very shocked.
yes,
You know,
so you must have a CAFA
there's a club
license.
in South Africa that if you don't have a pro license, you can't coach.
Abanye
Those ones.
The ones from Clorcop.
Yeah.
If you don't have a pro license,
No. That's why they hired Mayambela now. He has it.
oh wow.
That's the standard. Even
Levels.
not for the first team, for the kids.
Levels.
What, the UEFA license?
Yes.
Yes.
That's why the
Maema has got a UEFA A, ne?
yeah, you must have UEFA something.
Yes.
The equivalent. That's why the only person who's remaining there from the legends is Geoffrey Sapule because he did this one. Yeah, with the
Yeah, I talk about
Or
it.
the CAF A.
Yes.
So if you don't have CAF A, even CAF B is not enough there.
I don't think so.
Davi, but a pro license.
He meant CAF A.
Pro.
No, the one that Mayambela has.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But if they wanted the other club,
But on
this is
so
why
on the argument again.
No, but we're coaching African people, man. Why must
Yeah, I
must we
mean,
be specific about
the
UEFA
progress- yeah, UEFA
I think
one.
maybe it must be
Get African
equivalent.
one.
equivalent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
The-
think
there
that
must be a
one of
CAF A.
Mayambela is equivalent. That one for Miami is equivalent to this one. That we're
Aha.
doing here at
Okay.
FA.
Or at least a CAF B.
Yeah.
It's the same with the
maybe.
goalkeeping
Yeah.
one. You know the goalkeeping one in Africa, you have 3 stages.
Yes,
In
yes.
Europe, you have 5.
Ooh.
Yeah, in Europe you have 5. The goalkeeping, qualification.
There's a topic I wanted to discuss next time when we're back because there's something that Coach Adele, Amrosha, the coach of Rwanda, is saying, how Africa is behind technically when it comes to the technical advancement. But I want us to move from this. I was just worried about the situation of Zambia. Now, in closing, Coach, you've been here for a very long time. You've played here over 300 matches. And I listened to other coaches talking about this because this was happening in continental football matches and also even this week. This issue of showboating, especially, I'll tell you, these are my views. I'm against showboating at professional level. You know, you are being paid to play football at that level. There are international scouts. There's, you know what, we are busy. We've got a country that has qualified for the World Cup. You know, we want serious players. You know what I mean? We want to see someone who's going to beat his opponent going forward, not to stand on top of the ball and do this and do that. That is my view, and it is my opinion. I'm not sure you can contest my opinion unless you're a fan.
You are missing. Your opinion is there.
Yeah. What is your view on this? Because
for me,
because I want to say this. I'm going to check, but I think Kaizer Chiefs, their players do this thing. It's 70th minute or 71st minute or 72nd minute. 79th minute they concede.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, depends how you look at it. For me, coming from Nigeria, we have a lot of skillful players. One,
JJ
Okocha is the one typical.
So
example.
good they named him twice.
Yeah. So whenever I played, I watched the France '98. When against Denmark, he's dribbling, but his dribbling skills is for going forward. So you need to be productive. You need to the end product it matters most. You can't just stand on the ball. I mean, disrespect. First of all, some coaches or some players don't like it because you're disrespecting your fellow professional. But at the same time, you have the right to do what you want to do. But as far as you are doing it, going forward to score, to add value in the team, you understand. For me, you can do it, but doing it in a good way. In terms of what I mean, in a good way, in terms of maybe making an assist, shot on target.
Correct.
Scoring a goal, we can accept it. Because the people that South Africa, okay, we're talking about Brazil football. Ronaldinho, you have Robinho, you have Neymar. They do it going forward. You can't stand on the ball. I mean, for me, the time you stand on the ball and the time you disrespect
The opponent is regrouping.
Yeah. Apart from that, it's just showing that you don't take it serious because sometimes you need that moment to score a goal to make the coach to stay on his job. Maybe a typical example is like a Pirates yesterday. Imagine it was 1-0 and they do all those things and they realize what's going to happen. The coach is under
They
pressure.
pulled one back.
Yeah. So that way,
And if there were more minutes, that team, remember, they also hit the post.
Momentum.
yeah.
You know?
So for me, I just think, you have to do it with purpose. Why are you doing it? Are you helping the team, because it's a team sport. If you want to do your own, we can give you one soccer ball and
Your own. You play alone there.
And so, and the coach was angry last night. Eh?
Yeah, he was very angry. Because Pirates last night, it was less about showboating, but more about, you are not hitting the opponent. You are just, Barry. You are short passes here, there, standing in the same place. What is the point? And then a few moments later, they concede.
Yeah, and for me, Puto, this is the difference with Sundowns. Sundowns, they had 3 goals, they had 4 goals, and they were not stopping. Even in Nigeria against Remo Stars.
You can never score enough goals in football, guys. I'm not against showboating,
But what is your stance on this showboating thing?
my thing is like he's saying, are you doing it for a purpose? Like don't just do it when you know that we need goals. Let's stay focused. Like yes. Entertain the fans, express yourself, because I believe playing football is about expressing yourself
100%.
and entertaining people, like the fans that came to watch you. But what entertainment is there if we are desperate, we need goals? You can't be 1 or 2-0 up and then when you are on a showboat. It's not the time.
And when you're in football, the stats are about numbers. It's about the assists. It's about goals.
Goals.
Exactly. And
typical example with the game yesterday with Pirates against Pagesi. You can have a top scorer from Pirates. The strikers want to score goals. They always want to score goals. It's not enough. Striker are greedy. When they get to the box, they want, and you as a midfielder, as a winger doing those things, you're wasting their time. Do you remember I used to play with a lot of Mamania, late Dennis Lotter, a lot of strikers that they want to score goals. They always, they scream at you. If you try to dribble on the wing, that's under Gavin. Gavin will not allow you. He'll tell you that as when you beat the guy, put the ball in the box because goals win you games, and you want to win games because you never until the final whistle. You never know what the result's gonna be.
100%.
Typical example yesterday. If maybe it was 1-0 and something happened like that, now you put the coach under pressure. The whole team look. You go to extra time. Unnecessary something you need to just if you. Sundowns is a typical example, and that's why Champions League, the league, they will always win it because they are serious-minded soccer players. They're international players. They want to win games.
Caristo, when you want to dance, you must go to a nightclub.
Dance with the ball on your feet.
you know what? If I want to watch that kind of football, there's Phyllis games, there's Pamashlobo games.
My
This is professional
games,
football.
they are on now. They must go there.
The Americans, you know what I mean? And also, you're not going to blackmail us with this thing of this African football. We are South African here, and we don't recognize them at professional level.
With purpose, granted.
Yeah.
But Mawivala, ne? Ati, ne? Pass the ball. Yes.
You can't just stand
So
there.
you add value now to the assist. You add value to the goal.
Exactly.
You're talking about JJ Okocha.
Hey.
1998.
The best in Africa.
The 2001 relate. The 2000. She was not the 2000.
France 98.
Yes, against
Denmark.
Denmark.
It was finished.
You remember the style?
That's where you signed. That's where you signed that. That's where you signed that big contract with PSG.
With PSG, yes.
And imagine he was together with Ronaldinho in that PSG team.
Yes.
Yes. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, they saw something.
So and we must tell even about 2000. This 2000 we were with her. I'm going to open FIFA Plus for her here, and we go to that game. She must watch that game.
You must eliminate. You must take people on.
Yes.
Who are going forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ronaldinho is the perfect example for the younger generation.
Jabu
Pule used to go forward.
/ Jabu Matlango.
Steve Lukulia.
Exactly.
They used to go forward. They never used to go back.
No.
The only player who was going back, but it was dangerous when he was going forward, is Karangoves.
Yeah.
But Karangoves was a special case.
No, it was.
Yeah.
You can
We even
forgive him.
nicknamed him Skara Go Back. Well, on that note, we say
Jambo
Jambo Africa.